Namaste, it's Natalie. Welcome back to the yoga journey. We are focusing on release. Come to the front of your mat and bring your hands on your heart. Start to find your breath and take deep inhales and exhales. Reach the arms up and back over the head and release into this back stretch. Deep inhale and exhale. Then bend from your hips into a forward fold. Try to release into this forward fold by relaxing your neck. If you want to dangle your arms, go for it. Then bend your knees a little bit more. Step your feet back into a downward facing dog. Drop the back of your heels as much as possible or as comfortable into your mat. Pull your shoulders away from your ears and really feel this pose. Relax your jaw, your face, and take a few breaths. Then gently wiggle the feet out into plank. Strong plank with one line. And relax the muscles that you don't need to hold and engage the ones you do. Gently drop your knees down and send your hips over your calves into child's pose. And just release. If you want to go wild child with your knees out, go for it. Breathing on your own here. And release those hips as much as possible and your mind. Now walk your hands up. Gently drop your hips down and place your belly on the ground into Sphinx pose with your elbows underneath your shoulders, and pull back your shoulders and lift your heart. Then walk your hands back, lifting up to upward facing dog if you can. If not, stay in Sphinx. Finding that deep inhale and exhale. And release those hips, let them sink down a little bit more. Then send those hips over the calves again to child's pose. If you want to relax your forehead on the mat, go for it. Feel free to even roll it side to side, massaging your forehead. Just release and let go and be where you are. Then go ahead and come on up and hold your cat pose, tucking your tailbone in and dropping your head to arch your back and really open up into your back. See how high you can elevate it and release yourself into it. Active release, yet a release. Then drop your belly down, lift your heart, lift your bottom, and really open and feel the effects of cow pose. Breathe. And go ahead and tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up into downward facing dog. And drop the heels and give into your downward dog again. Shifting your weight to the left leg, reach the right leg up to three-legged dog. Bend the right knee open and open that hip. Releasing any tension out of there and just letting it go. Connect with your breath. Deep inhales and exhales. Try to keep your right shoulder down. Now go ahead and bring that right leg forward if you can get it in between your hands that way. If not, you can find another way. Then gently come on up to a high lunge. Release into this and just hold. Breathe into any tightness visually and exhale. Let everything go. Sink in a little deeper if possible, really surrendering to this pose. Then place your hands down on the inside of that right leg. Drop the left knee down. And come on up and back. Lean back, back, back. You can untuck that back foot, thrusting your hips forward and just letting go and pushing into the stretch. Finding your breath, releasing the tightness, and place your hands clasping them behind your back. Lean back if you can and open that heart. If you're engaging in any muscles that are unnecessary, let them go. Then walk your hands to the inside of that right leg, coming down forward to lizard pose. You can keep the left knee down in the back, or you could lift it up. If you can't come down all the way, just walk your hands up, no problem. Breathe and feel. Gently drop the back left knee down. Walk your hands up and send your weight back into a child's pose and hold. Feel free to stagger your arms and feel the goodness of the child's pose. You can keep your back feet tucked under for an arch stretch, or you can untuck them. And walk the hands in front of you. Come on up into a downward facing dog. This time taking the left leg up to the sky. Bending the left knee open, opening that hip. And letting any tension release. Giving into the current moment. Try to keep the left shoulder down. And then shift your gaze up towards your hands and swoop that left leg through. Come on up to a nice high lunge, holding it here. Deep breaths. Try to breathe through any tension. Breathe it all out. Then go ahead and bring the arms behind you and lean back, back, back. Opening up the chest. Holding it back. Then go ahead and walk your hands on the inside of the left leg. You can go ahead and drop the back right leg if you desire and come on down to your elbows, or you can keep it up into lizard pose. Take a few breaths here, in and out. Just focus where you can release and give into it a little bit more. Then we're going to go ahead and walk the legs back and sit it down back into another child's pose. Sinking deep and just really giving into it. Opening the knees out wide and dropping the hips midline if you'd like. Find your breath and just be still. And walking the hands in front of you, tucking the toes underneath you, finding your downward facing dog. And really give in to this down dog and make it intentional. Then kick the right leg up to the sky, holding it there, bending the knee, swooping it through to pigeon pose. Right knee, right hand, right foot, left hand, and come on down gently. or stay up. Meet what works for you. Right now, just go ahead and stay here in peace and just breathe with yourself. See if you can melt that left hip down just a little bit more. Start to feel the magic of your legs letting go. And then come on up to a downward facing dog. Sending the left leg up to the sky this time. Then bringing it down to your left pigeon pose. Go ahead and take a moment just to be completely comfortable here. Start to notice the tightness, but the magic that happens whenever you just start to give in to the moment. Take a few breaths and just be with yourself again. Go ahead and see if you can sink the right hip down just a little bit more. And breathe it out. And go ahead and use the strength of your arms to come up, tucking the back right toe under, and lifting up to downward facing dog. Feel free to walk your dog and sink into it just a little bit further. Then go ahead and sit on down, turning around onto your bottom. Moving into boat pose. You can keep both feet down during this whole time, that's fine. But if you can, bring the hands underneath the legs. And you can lean back and hold your boat with or without your hands. Straight or bent knees is welcome. Or you can keep both legs down. Then place your hips down, hands behind you, and lift your hips up off the ground. Open, and if you want to relax the back of your head, go for it. If that's too much tension on the neck, just keep it parallel. Take a few breaths here. Deepest breaths that you can, in and out. The more you open, the more you can release. Breathe. Then gently lower the hips down. Come on down with your back against the mat. Bring those knees into your chest and rock side to side. Then gently bring both knees over to the left. The right arm can go out to the right. And take a deep, long inhale to the right side. Try to really give into this moment and feel your body and what areas are being stretched. Be observant and enjoy. And bring the knees into your chest and drop your knees over to the right now. And let go. Deep breath into the tight regions of your body, wherever they might be. Open yourself up, set yourself free. Listen to the waves. Imagine things are being pulled away from you that you don't desire, and other good things are arriving to you that you do. Then go ahead and bring those knees into your chest whenever you're ready. And gently place your legs out into butterfly pose so your feet are together, your knees are out wide. Opening up those hips and releasing into this moment. If you want to extend your legs out, you can, but we're going to go ahead and take restorative pose. Imagine that everything you want is yours. Release into the fact that you can have everything you desire. And let go of anything that isn't serving you. I welcome you to this space just to feel and just to be as you are, and release into this present moment, because it is a present and a gift. And enjoy for the next few moments in peace. And gently turn over to the right side. And gently come on up. Nice tall spine here. Feeling your body and being thankful for yourself to do this practice. Take a deep inhale in and out. Namaste.